What's up, guys? Boy, Benny. So sometimes we cover some really tough topics on this program. We talk about groups of people and individuals who I personally believe are trying to destroy the country, who hate you, who want bad things for you and your family. We are not going to match that energy ever on this program. We only ever want peace. We want people to be defeated electorally. We want some people who are criminals to go to prison, but we never want any type of violence or anything bad to physically ever happen to anyone or any type of vigilantism. That is certainly nothing that we will ever call for. However, that is exactly what the left has been calling for against Donald Trump since the day he was inaugurated. Remember, the day he was inaugurated, Madonna literally said she wants to blow up the White House. She said, this is the day of Donald Trump's inauguration. Madonna, one of the biggest pop stars on planet Earth, right, arguably, it gets on a microphone in front of thousands of Democrats and screams, I want to blow up the White House.
Yes, I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House.
Oh, and let's just say that people listened, right? Here's a story from CNN from February 9th, 2020. Donald Trump was in the midst of running for re-election. The campaign was heating up. I'm not sure Democrats really had a candidate just yet. But here, ladies and gentlemen, the man arrested outside the White House after threatening to assassinate President Trump. What exactly happened here? Let's read the top line here. Police arrested a Florida man at the White House Saturday after he threatened to assassinate President Trump. How did he do this? Roger Hegpeth, 25, approached a U.S. Secret Service officer on patrol and said, I am here to assassinate Donald Trump, according to D.C. Metropolitan Police arrest report. Hegpeth told the officer that he planned to do it with a knife, which the Secret Service officer confiscated after a pat-down. So the guy was armed. At no point during this were any Secret Service protectees in danger, a law enforcement official said. Oh, okay. So the guy just walks up to the White House after literally years, half a decade of liberal fantasies about assassinating Donald Trump and says, I'm here to assassinate Donald Trump. Just straight up tells the Secret Service that statement. Of course, this follows in a trend of multiple assassination attempts, not just from crazy people from Florida, but also from state actors. FBI hunts Iran's would-be assassin who has targeted Trump for assassination, along with other senior officials. So now there are state actors who are hunting down Donald Trump and looking for an opportunity to assassinate them. Iranian intel officer Majid Stanfiari is wanted for questioning in regards to the recruitment of individuals in operation in the U.S. to include lethal targeting of former and current U.S. government officials, the FBI Miami wrote. Oh, okay. So this is what they wrote publicly. What do you think is happening privately? They were threatening to, so these are state forces that are looking to recruit assassins to go kill Trump officials and Donald Trump. Okay, got it? And by the way, Iran is a place that was given, Iran is a country that was given untold billions by Joe Biden. Is any of that money like filtering down to the assassination department? Yeah, you bet it is. So what I'm saying here is that there is a very dangerous world out there, and these threats against Donald Trump are as serious as a heart attack. Now, this brings us very nicely to the difference between us and our political adversaries. Whereas I don't wish any harm on anyone, no matter who you are, the left, quite literally, is fomenting a Donald Trump assassination. Donald Trump could lose Secret Service protection under new bill. So remember these two stories? Where random crazy American walks up to Secret Service, says he's going to assassinate Trump, and Iran is trying to hire people to assassinate Trump. What if Donald Trump didn't have Secret Service? What if there was no Secret Service to stop the guy with the knife? What if there is no federal protection to stop state actors from coming after Trump? What do you think is going to happen? Huh? Check this out. A prominent House Democrat introduced new legislation that would strip felons of Secret Service protection, specifically mentioning former President Donald Trump, in case he is convicted in his criminal trials. Mississippi Representative Benny Thompson, the January 6th collusion hoaxer who ran the January 6th committee, ranking member of the House Committee on Homeland Security, is bringing forth the Denying Infinite Security and Government Resources Allocation Towards Convicted or Extremely Dishonorable Former Protectees Acts, or the Disgraced Act. Oh, got it. Okay, I see what you guys did there. Which would terminate Secret Service protection for individuals convicted of either state or local felonies. Trump, whose first of 4 criminal trials involving hush money payments or alleged falsified reports prior to the 2016 presidential election, is specifically mentioned by Thompson as somebody who would no longer get Secret Service if they were found guilty. The bill would pertain only to individuals whose offenses is punishable by terms of imprisonment of at least 1 year. Well, what do you know? So, okay, so that would like, then you wouldn't be able to rip away Hunter Biden's Secret Service. Got it. Okay. Democrats look to strip Secret Service protection from Trump if he's convicted in the Disgrace Act. So this is obviously a opportunity for Democrats to get Trump assassinated. I mean, what else are you? What else is this? What else can you possibly gain from this? House Democrat introduced a bill aimed at stripping Trump's Secret Service. Elon Musk calls Democrat bill at stripping Trump's Secret Service assassination by legislation. Has this been the plan all along? Yep. I think so. Assassination by legislation. Since Democrat introduced a bill to strip Secret Service protection from Trump, I can't wait for Republicans to introduce a bill to strip it from president's children who are evading taxes. You know, this is what's really interesting to me is that Hunter Biden is also facing a bunch of felony charges and is going to trial very soon here for felony charges. So I guess that means Hunter Biden no longer gets Secret Service, right? Right? Democrats are trying to take away Trump's Secret Service protection. Meanwhile, it costs taxpayers $4.5 million a year for Hunter Biden's Secret Service protection in Malibu. We live in an effing banana republic. Yes, that is exactly correct. Dems, no Secret Service for felons. That means Trump. And this would effectively mean that you're going to open up Donald Trump for state assassination, for like state or crazy person assassination. House Democrats appear to be on board. Trump's retaining Secret Service protection, if convicted, would somehow be above the law. Look at that. House Homeland Security Democrats, no one is above the law. There you go. Benny Thompson needs to be censured by the House, is what some are saying. But it's pretty obvious what they want. It's pretty obvious what they've wanted for a very long time. This would obviously this will obviously lead to a Trump assassination, which is something that the left has been again fomenting for ages. We asked Alex, we've asked a couple of really smart people about this. Here's Alex Jones on this exact topic. When it comes to statecraft, when it comes to like what the left and the Marxists are willing to do for power, I don't think there's anyone in the space that has been more right. Listen to Alex.
What happens next? I heard you on a recent podcast say, hey, they may take both Trump. I mean, it seems like we're barreling towards assassination levels with Trump. They may take both Biden and Trump out because they're both so inconvenient. Do you still believe that?
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing that the controlled left does that nobody watches or listens to really anymore that has an IQ above room temperature, they're like, oh, yeah, someone will kill Trump. Ridiculous. That assassination is part of statecraft throughout history. And if they have somebody kill Trump, that can create division between left and right. And then also, I think if they do kill Trump, they're going to kill Biden or try. And then that makes Biden a liability, a martyr. And so, yeah, I if you look at the trajectory of everything they're doing failing and it getting more cartoonesque by the day, I mean, I think it is in the cards. I mean, they got the hit teams ready. I mean, believe me, the deep state has got teams ready to kill Trump, ready to kill Biden. Will they do it by poison? Will they shoot him in the public? They may go the poison route, or they may just go spectacular public execution, claim a left-winger did it, then claim, oh, Trump supporters did a truck bomb in response. I mean, we're not in Kansas anymore. You look at that southern border, 15,000 a day coming across. It was 12,000 a month ago that we know of, 80% get away. So it's like, many times that. We're talking, 100,000 or more a day. I mean, this is America in collapse, where the ruling elite are trying to fend off the Russians, the Chinese, everybody else, while trying to keep their wife. They've been breaking her arm and knocking her teeth out and slapping her around. And now, at midnight, the wife beating drunk wakes up and he sees his wife with the kids loading into her sister's car, and we're already driving down the road. So, I mean, he can run out and kind of shoot at the car with a shotgun. That'll just give him a bigger prison sentence. We're gone. We're in the car. We got a broken nose, broken arm, and we're never coming back. Democratic Party's over. And I mean, that's it. They're a wife beating, literal child molesting, devil worshiping group of scum.
Another person, of course, who has been talking about this openly has been Tucker Carlson, secondary to Alex Jones, I guess, and Joe Rogan. Tucker Carlson, very, very correct on the issues of the day and some of the dark things happening behind the scenes. Tucker Carlson talking about how there is absolutely going to be assassination attempts on Trump. He's too dangerous.
So they're obviously going to see X as a platform. They're going to try and take X offline and metaphorically assassinate X. You've spoken at length at multiple situations about how you think that we are speeding towards assassination potentially for Donald Trump in his candidacy, because equally Donald Trump speaks hard truths that are uncomfortable for people, and also Donald Trump is a threat to the existing system. Do you really believe that we are on our way to a physical assassination attempt?
Well, I don't know what we're on the way to, but we're certainly on the way to something. I mean, one of, the great lie that we tell ourselves is that our lives in the world are static. They're not. They're always progressing towards something. We don't usually know what it is, but we're always on the road to somewhere. And you just sort of have to ask yourself logically, like, what's next? I mean, the amount of energy and money and time and public attention, all of which are precious commodities, the asshole community has taken to destroy Donald Trump is just astounding. I mean, it's honestly like it's like the moonshot. In fact, they've expended more resources on destroying Trump than they did on getting a man to the moon, assuming you believe that actually happened, and I think it's in question. So it didn't work. That's the point. It didn't work. I mean, when they wanted to stop Bernie Sanders, remember, they kind of seemed to threaten his wife with criminal prosecution. Do you remember that? And all of a sudden, Bernie Sanders is on board with everything, and he stops whining about the billionaires, and he's actually friends with Goldman Sachs now. And like, Deutsche Bank isn't so bad. And like, I'm all in on the war in Ukraine. And of course, we'll take refugees from Gaza. Like, they turned Bernie Sanders into a and they did that by applying pressure points, of course, which is what they always do. And they've done that to Trump at scale. We're going to put your son in jail. We're going to put your oldest son in jail. And Trump's like, yeah, you. I mean, again, whatever you think of Trump, you don't have to like Trump or even agree with him to appreciate the remarkable resilience in the face of like every power center in the world opposing him, except for like the presidents of El Salvador and Hungary. Everybody's against Trump and he's still standing. So that does raise the question, like, okay, what next? You indict him 4 times. You threaten him with life in prison. These are credible threats, by the way. His trial begins in the middle of the primary season in March, a few months from now. And the guy is still running and he still appears to be unbowed. So, you're kind of reaching to the bottom of your bag of tricks and you find it empty. And it's like, we're threatening you with life imprisonment. Call it off. Drop out. Pick a successor and leave, retire. We'll leave you alone. He won't. So, like, what else are they going to do? I don't know. I mean, I'm just guessing here, but, like, why wouldn't they kill him? Seriously.
So that was our opportunity to speak to both Tucker Carlson and Alex Jones about this critical issue. By the way, this isn't a rare circumstance. I was able to search for the people who have been arrested threatening Donald Trump, and there are hundreds of articles of people getting arrested for threatening Donald Trump, threatening his children, threatening his family. As a reminder, Don Jr. is somebody who's had white powder mailed to him and his kids. Barron Trump, there's a Chicago teacher. There are so many examples of this. This is so breathtakingly evil. This is the plan, and this is why these people must be defeated. It is not a political question. It is a moral question, ladies and gentlemen. Stay safe out there. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe.